Exercise 21, page 42, question number 4. Simplify this expression using the laws of indices. Well, the relevant law of indices here is this one, which says that a to the x divided by a to the y, where in other words, where the base is the same, we actually subtract the powers. And that's what we've got to do here. If we look at this, we've got x divided by something to do with x, y divided by something to do with y, and z divided by z to another power. So it's this law of indices that we're interested in. We've just got to be careful of sign because we're subtracting negatives sometimes. If we look here, subtracting a negative power, so double negatives. And also we've got to be able to subtract or add fractions. So we can either do that in the calculator or we can try practicing using fractions. So if you want to have a go and see if you can carry on from there, please do so. And also at the end I'll put another one that's very similar to this for you to have a go at. So let's try this one out. So all I would do here, I would write down, so this becomes x to the power a fifth minus, because it's divide, minus a half. So I've got a double negative in there. Y to the power a half minus a third. So there I've got to do a subtraction to do with fractions. And finally, z to the power a third minus a sixth. So again, I've got a double negative in there. So carrying on, we have this equals x to the power a fifth plus a half, y to the power a half minus a third, z to the power a third minus gives me a plus a sixth. So leaving this in terms of fractions, all I've got to do is remember that to be able to add or subtract fractions, the denominator, the number at the bottom of the fraction, must be the same. So looking at the first term, well, what number is common to both 5 and 2? The denominator's in there. 10. They both go into 10. So this becomes x to the 2/10, because a fifth is 2/10, plus a half, which is 5/10. Y, a half minus a third. Again, to be able to subtract these, the denominator must be the same, so convert them both to sixths. A half is 3/6 minus a third is 2/6. And then z, again, common denominator this time is 6. They both go into 6, so that will be 2/6 plus 1/6. And then I can do the additions and subtractions, so this becomes x to the power 2/10 plus 5/10 is 7/10. Y, a 3/6 minus 2/6 is 1/6, and z, 2/6 plus 1/6 is 3/6. Trying to tidy up, finally I can actually say that that's x to the 7/10, y to the 1/6, and 3/6 is a half, so it's z to the half. So that would be my final answer. Of course, you could do it using the calculator, but it's good practice to try and do this without using a calculator. Now have a go at the one on the following page, and when you've had a go at it, look at the solution which follows on directly. Okay, here's the extra question. Try simplifying this expression. Pause the recording and then have a look at the solution which follows. Okay, here's the answer. X to the 6th, y to 3/4, z to the 9/10.